And now, here's the world's greatest...
Oh, yeah. Good afternoon. Hello. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Thank you. Good evening. Andy Wright Talking Release Sunday Live. It is, of course, Sunday, and it's 4 p.m. Hello to everybody. Welcome. It's time to say hello to people when this thing stops mucking around. Come on. So we have lots of people today already. So we got Brian. Hello.
'Cause the fog and the time is all mine, all mine.
Timmy. Andrew, number 6, please. Itsy Bitsy, 2 hours and 40 minutes ago. Oh yeah, and Lloyd as well. I can see him on the screen there, chat window. Not in my chat window. He's not in my chat window, but he's on the screen in the chat window, which is exactly the same chat window that I've got open. So how do you explain that? I don't. Right. Lloyd. Itsy Bitsy.
It was an itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini.
And la 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 la. So we are going live. Hello, Dylan. Hello. He was first. 2 hours and 40 minutes. 7 days till Thailand. Why, Richard? Already? That's a bit quick, isn't it? Hello, Richard.
Richard? Oh, Richard.
It always happens. Yes, it does. It always happens. What always happens? What, you being late? I'm not complaining. I predict Keith will be the third caller. Well, we've got to get over the first one first. I'll give you a guess. Yeah? What do you want?
What?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
No. Who's that?
Yeah, you can. You know exactly who it is.
Bugger off. Hello? You right?
How you doing, me old Mackie?
It's
You
Sunday
all right?
afternoon again. Sunday afternoon. There we are again. Yeah. What are you doing with your... What are you doing with your Sunday afternoon?
Last night.
What?
Joshua versus Usyk.
Oh, what's that?
Boxing.
Don't know.
Why can I hear myself? I hate that.
Because your mouth is opening and closing.
Yeah, I can hear. Yeah.
Yes. Hello, Tom.
Usyk won, by the way.
Oh, really? Okay. I didn't know
And
that.
Joshua was so pathetic that he, despite the I don't want to use the sore loser stereotype, but like he threw all his belts into the ring and he was like, "You want to have them?" You know.
Oh, right, okay. He's throwing his toys out in the pram.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. How's the bird? Where's my chocolate? So predictable.
The bird. The bird's all right.
We got to say hello to Tom. Let's say hello to Tom. Hello.
Right, Tom.
That's Tom.
What film is that from? It's a Clint Eastwood one, isn't it? Like one of them old Western films.
Yes, it's yes, that one.
Is it The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly?
It might be. Yeah, it might be. I don't know. Can't remember. Can't remember. Oh, look, it's
You ever-
Mr. Lakey. Mr. Lakey.
Hey,
Lakey. Oh, I hate
hey,
you,
Captain
Batman.
Jasper.
Oh, it's made my day. Oh, fistful of dollars. It's fistful of dollars.
Oh, is that it? Fistful
Yeah.
of dollars. Yeah, oh, yeah. I've seen that.
Yeah. Sounds like he threw his pram out with the toys.
Yeah.
Yes. What's that, Tom? You lot, I clocked the early let on and the Sergio Leone. Good, bad, and ugly, yeah. Not for a few dollars more. No, it was it fistful of dollars? I don't know. Whatever it was.
Yeah, I'm just
That
rich.
report about the second Cullen parents was a jape. I don't think so. Oh, I don't think so.
What does coal mean?
I don't think so.
The COL, it's the cost of living.
Oh, here we go.
Is using very, very abbreviated language, which my brain is not working today
Why not?
because it's on having a day off today.
No, is it? Well, they do
Yeah.
say Sunday is the day of rest. So.
Well, I don't know about that.
Hi,
Here's
Jackie.
Nanny. Nanny's in the house. Lady with the house with the children. She got so many children. She doesn't know what to do. She lives in a shoe. That woman. Yeah. Nanny, call in.
She can't until I'm gone.
No,
And as you know, Andy, I'm very difficult to get rid of.
you are. You're
bit
like a
like,
bad smell.
A bit like, some STD. You're like,
Oh God,
right,
you're like a piece of chewing gum on the bottom of a shoe.
yeah.
So Richard's off to somewhere in 7 days, and I'm off somewhere in 38 days. So that'd be fun.
But are we allowed to go places now?
Yeah, of course you are. You go wherever you like.
Can I?
Yeah. Where would you like to go?
Okay. Where would I like to go? I've always quite fancied the idea of going to Fiji, actually.
Fiji, where you can have a fidget.
Yeah.
Have a fidget in Fiji. Have a
Seems
fiddle.
like a nice place.
have a fiddle.
Lovely scenery and all that.
Yeah. It's very foreign.
Slight
isn't it?
risk of earthquakes, but,
Oh, well.
nowhere's without its risk.
Yes. Do you, talking about that, Tom, do you remember that Sunday evening? Do you remember that Sunday evening when you got to a Sunday evening as a kid and you thought, shit, Monday morning, school. Got to go to school Monday morning.
I know you're not asking me, but yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was asking you as well, yes. But do you remember that?
you learn a lot more out of school than you ever learn in it. Trust me, man.
Yeah.
And this is back when schools were allowed to actually teach,
Yeah.
before it became just social indoctrination into
Yeah.
bollocks that gets taught in schools these days.
What
And
carry on.
universities, for that matter.
Yes, exactly. They run about that. Somebody was on about
Yeah.
that. I can't remember who it was now.
Probably Brighton or somewhere like that.
Somebody was on about how it's not worth going to uni because it's a complete waste of time.
Whoever that someone was right, because it is.
It's just a waste of
You
money.
don't get a job at the end of it. All you've got
No.
is an amount of unaffordable debt.
Yeah.
And you might
Right.
find a debt charity to help you get it written off, but you still have to pay the debt charity.
Yeah.
I had to pay 90 quid to go insolvent, and 90 quid is quite a lot of money to me,
Oh.
because I was I owed like through the roof levels of money,
Yeah. Yeah. How's the new scooter? That's fine, thank you, Brian. Yes, it's going very well. Actually worked out cheaper to get a new scooter than the buy a battery. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, what are they made of? These batteries, platinum.
Lithium.
Well, yeah, I know they're lithium-ion batteries, but
Yeah. So
surely they could charge less for the battery. More people would buy them, so like,
well, they would.
win-win.
You've got to have little slaves digging out the lithium, haven't you, from in Middle Africa or somewhere? So you've got to dig it out by hand.
Or is that how they get it?
Yeah. It's have you not seen the photos of it? This like done by native Africans in the in their like, you know, mostly young people and children.
No.
That's why it's so bad for the world.
Well,
yeah,
gives us an excuse to put some coal miners out of work, doesn't it? You know, we can buy it cheaper from somewhere else. And they're probably using kids to mine this lithium stuff.
Yeah. Well, they used to do that with coal, didn't they? In the very beginning, because they were very small people. Yeah. What was I going to say?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, I've still got to sell the old one. I'm going to put that on eBay because somebody will have it.
I don't. Are you going to, or are you not going to put it on eBay? Sorry, I didn't quite hear what you said.
I am going to.
Right, I'd be very careful about eBay because I got scammed by eBay.
I've already sold something already this week. It's been quite good.
I'm not saying every customer is bad, or even 99.9% of the customers are bad, but you do get the odd wrong one. For example, right, my bird.
Your bird.
My bird.
Your bird.
No, she's not from down south. She's Irish. Right, she was selling I think it was a Paul Smith watch, you know, designer gear.
Yeah.
So we got it all sparklingly clean for the tow rag who wanted to buy it. The price was a snippet for what it would cost you in like a designer shop.
Yeah.
So we put it up for 130 quid. We didn't want to sell it, but we had to. And he complained. The person who bought it actually had the nerve to complain that there was a slight scratch on the glass part of it. I was like, and then he demanded like 40 odd quid back of his money. I was like, mate, sorry, language.
Got a cheek, aren't they? Some people are really.
I thought the cheek of it. It's like, mate, if I saw you in a dark alley, you'd be lucky to get out of life. You know, fucking talk to me like that.
I've been selling some old camera stuff out, so I got some old stuff out. I sold one of it, right, with a gimbal, brand new, only used once. It's still in the box and everything. It's still brand new, basically, essentially, and I sold it cheap. And I had an email saying, "Oh, where's the other bit?" And I thought, "There isn't another bit. You've got it all, missus." Anyway, I said, "Look, you don't like it, just send it back, right? And I'll sell it to somebody else." She didn't contact me after that. So you have to be sort of aware. They're just trying to scam you.
Yeah.
As long as you realise that, then there's no problem. But yeah.
I mean, there's video after video after video on YouTube about eBay scammers. Like, they don't want to get like a real job, so they just try and scam us, what they perceive as simpletons, into just selling stuff on the cheap, so they can sell it at like a 400% markup, something like that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
when you look at some of the prices, you think you're having a laugh. You know, I can buy that cheaper in the bloody local shop down the road.
Yeah. People actually buy packets of crisps on eBay.
Oh, it's stupid. It really is.
Just go to your local bloody news agent. Every street has one, unless you live like, I don't know, up a mountain somewhere.
Yeah. Hey, Tim. Hello, Tim.
Birds over the white cliffs of Dover.
Oh, yeah, there he is. And Dover. And over and over and Dover. And over and Dover. Yeah, so Richard tried to sell his body on eBay, but he got no bidders.
Hey, you know what? Jackie is absolutely cold call scammers. I've told you this before, but I'm going to reiterate. I'm getting called from my own phone number.
Oh, yeah,
by these
you said
people.
that the other week, yeah. So they're still doing it, are they?
Well, I block them as soon as I see it ring, because I'm not.
Yeah.
Do you know, I don't want to swear, because if this is getting monetized, I don't want it to get demonetized. But like, when I see my own, I'll just use the word bleep instead of what I think. But when I see my own number bleeping phoning me,
yeah,
and I answer it, and some bleeping bleeper tells me that I owe them money, my thought is, go bleep yourself. You know.
Yeah.
I've probably come across as quite a
Richard.
I don't know.
You're probably calling yourself because you're a bit lonely.
He's lonely.
That's very funny.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. Yeah.
But David's got a point there. Yeah, you're right. I mean, if it's not in the original box and with cellophane around it, then it ain't new. I never list it as new anyway. I never list it. It's always, it's always good condition, used or whatever. But the point is, they want something for nothing. Even if this gimbal was actually only literally used one time only, and it was put back in the box, and that was it. So it was genuinely, it was only used once.
Well, to me, that's as good, isn't it? I mean, like, we've all been, some of us probably have been to charity shops, bought used books. You know, you get some great novels for 50p. Go to Waterstones, it set you back, like, probably, not including the bloody ridiculous amount of money you'll have to spend on bus fare getting to your nearest Waterstones.
Well, it's about time.
Is that me over and done with?
That's you, mate. I don't know about that. That went really quick, that. But yeah, carry on with what you were saying. That you go to charity shop, and which charity shop is it that charges full price for everything?
Probably Oxfam. I'd have to look that up.
I thought it was British Heart Foundation.
It probably could just as likely be that one.
Yeah, because they charge full price for everything. I've got another caller coming in. I'm gonna bring him on.
We're gonna have a three-way, or
well,
not
you can. Yeah, it's up to you, mate. You can disappear if you want. We've got Anglo-Saxon. Hello.
A three-way. Who's this three-way with? I only just tuned in.
You've got a three-way with two Andrews.
All right. I was going to say the charity shops. I don't know about the majority of products, but certainly with vinyl records. Do you remember those 12-inch circular things?
Yeah.
They sell them for what the price is in Discogs, which is generally a price for used vinyl and what it should sell for. And they don't sell it very cheap.
Oh, right.
At all. Anyway, I got a funny T-shirt the other day.
Yeah.
And this is humour. This is humour. It says, I've got CDO.
You've got CDO.
And then you read the small writing. you read the small writing. Really, it's OCD, but the letters are in the correct order.
Oh, I get it.
He's weird about it.
I've got CDO. Yeah.
He's weird
Very
around.
good. Like it.
I'll tell you what happened last week to me.
Yeah, go on
I
then.
went to a local hospital, private hospital. The NHS paid for it for a scan of my heart.
Yeah.
And I had an appointment the day after with my surgeon, consultant at the NHS hospital.
Right.
And he says, have you had this scan? I said, yeah, I've had it yesterday. Have you not got the results? He said, no. So it's just madness, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not madness.
I thought they could like read the scans there and then. They did. Oh.
Yeah, that's right. They do read it there and then. I mean, the guy who did the scan, he knew nothing about me, but he could tell what condition I've got.
Yeah.
He said, you've got this, this, and this. I said, absolutely correct. And I told him exactly what it was. And he said, yeah, you have. I said, I've got my appointment tomorrow with my cardiologist. Will he have this scanning time? And the guy said, yeah, he should have access to it. I said, can you email it me just in case he hasn't? He said, we're not allowed to do that. So that was the end of that. So my next appointment's in 12 months' time. But to be honest with you, if there's anything amiss in the scan, they'll be on the phone to me a lot quicker and say, hey, we need to see you. So I'm not overly concerned about it. I think all the scan was to do, because I've not had one for quite a few years, is to see whether my condition's stable, deteriorating, or whatever. I think that's all it was. Anyway, I said to the heart consultant when I was on the phone to him, I said, could you do a letter for me to say that I can't manage to walk more than 50 metres without severe discomfort? Because I've got a benefits assessment in October for ESA. And if you can't walk more than 50 metres without discomfort, then you automatically put in these, well, not automatically, but you get put in the support group. That's one of the things that gets you the points for the support group. Yeah. So he said, I'll put it in the letter to your doctor. And he put it in the letter to the doctor. The gentleman tells me that he cannot manage to walk more than 50 metres without discomfort. That's no good. The doctor needs to state it.
Yeah. But they won't commit, will they? That's the trouble with these bloody doctors.
No. But when I went to when my case went to tribunal last time, the doctor at the tribunal case put it straight onto the onto the form. I didn't even have to go to the tribunal. I think I've told you in the past.
Yeah.
I got a text message from my representative saying you don't need to go, and you know, so I have to go through all this again. Admittedly, though, it's because it's a support group, I'll lose £30 a week until it's sorted out. So it's not a big hit. It's not. No. If I get my PIP suspended, that would be problematic to me.
Yes.
But £30 off here says nothing.
Yes.
And then I get it back when it gets all sorted. So what I'll do, I'll talk to my GP about it and see if he'll do me a letter that says that I cannot walk more than 50 metres unaided and without discomfort. And
it's just
hopefully
wrong. It's just wrong. Just,
I'm sorry to interrupt. I don't think it's actually 50 metres. I think it's 50 paces they ask for what they used to.
No. Yeah, if he
20 metres is the lower limit. 20 metres, and then the higher rate is 50 metres.
That's it.
Oh, right.
That's That's.
I only know about so I wouldn't dare try to claim PIP.
Yeah, that's PIP.
Walking
right.
distance ESA. I'll put a link up in the chat box when I find it. Oh, it's not.
Because they should really have one thing for both, because it's too confusing. You have your PIP and your ESA, and they're both different. They're looking for different things. It's ridiculous.
Well, that's the point, isn't it? That's sorry.
Yeah, that is the point.
That's the point of it, to confuse you out of knowing what your just entitlement is.
Yeah.
PIP is what you cannot do.
Yeah.
I've been told.
Yeah.
And ESA is about what you can do.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. That is true.
There's something on benefits and benefits and work for them, but that's not really suitable. Anyway, support descriptor, walking 50 meters. There you go.
So that one puts you in the support group.
Yeah. That one does, yeah.
Okay.
I'll see if I can find it on the government website rather than DuckDuckGo, and I'll put a link up. But it's all good fun at the end of the day. And I ain't bothered about 30 quid a week. But the point is that if you're in the support group, your national insurance, you get credits for it.
Yeah.
Where you don't if you're in the standard group.
Right. Okay. That's interesting.
WRAG.
Rag,
I mean, like your average pisshead who lives in a shop doorway can walk more than 50 meters. If someone's thrown a fiver at him and he can go and buy himself a bottle of like whatever, and like doesn't mean he's fit for work. I don't understand where these people get their criteria of being fit for work from. I just don't get it.
They make them up, Andrew. That's what they do. There's DWP. They can do whatever they like.
Well, I think it's down to the government at the end of the day, or the people, not directly the government, but it's the people below the government who make these
stupid
rules up.
Yeah.
What's this
I
one?
reckon half of these people that do that are very vindictive. I think they have a I just think that some of them really unnecessary.
I think the thing that caused this problem is the rise in TV programs about benefit cheats.
Yeah.
Oh God! Don't get me started. Like, no, remember a show called Benefit Cheats?
That's what's caused the problem, because people have seen these things and think these people are fit and healthy and they're just sponging, so the government has to be seen to do something.
And they're giving loads of money to these people who sat in their asses all day, blah blah blah. I know, we get it all the time. You've got more money than me. Well, yeah, but then I can't go out and work. What do you expect?
Yeah, well, I've said I talked to someone about my income, and he said to me, I work 40 hours a week, and this was a few years ago. I mean, if you work 40 hours a week now, you'd get more, obviously. And he says, I work 40 hours a week, and you get more than me. I said, well, I'd sooner work 40 hours a week and not have to put up with all this shit and taking. Sorry about my metaphors there. Having to take 30 odd pills a day,
exactly.
It's not pleasant.
Exactly. You give them, the opportunity to have your disability. I think they would run a mile.
Well, I can't run a mile with my disability.
No. Ironic that.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. So very, very difficult.
Sorry, I keep interrupting. It's
all right. Carry on.
I'll leave you be. I'll find the link on the government website about the 50 meters.
Yeah.
If I can do. I think it's the ESA 50 form actually.
And
can any of the government walk 50 meters? Every time I see them on TV, they're getting into chauffeur-driven cars. So,
I'll tell you what. There is one MP, and I'm going to say his name, but I'm not going to say where I've seen him and what he's done. But he's a great MP, Andrew Bridgen. He's a Conservative MP, and he cares about people. He cares about free speech.
Wow.
he's good in that respect.
Well, he's the only one then.
Well, no, he's the only one that I know of. I mean, my MP's about as much use as a chocolate teapot, but I'm not going to mention her name. But Andrew Bridgen, I can't fault him.
Yeah.
I can't fault him. He came and sat next to me, and I told him what was going on. And we had quite a good chat afterwards, and he's really, really interested. Not like some MPs that I could think of. Anyway, I'm going to go. I'll put this link on. I'm still looking for it.
Yeah, right.
About the 50 meters. That's about getting round. No. I'll have a look for it and put it in the feed. All right. Have a nice day. Bye.
All right. Thank you.
And you, mate. You take care. Yeah. Try not to worry too much. I know.
Don't worry about it. There's no point in worrying because I can't do anything to extend my life by worrying about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. Take care. So we got to say hello to Stetsmond. He's in Bridgend. Oh, Bojo is in Bridgend, South Wales. Hello, Bojo.
I'm from Wales, and I claim
from Wales. I'm from South Wales.
You're that nice kid. I went a bit scouse then, didn't I? Fucking hell. I mean, sodding hell.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I don't think you can say that either. Oh, we've got Keith on the line.
Probably
are you going to stay around or are you going to bugger off? Hello? That's you I'm talking to. Well, I'm going to bring him on then. It's Keith. Hello, Keith.
Hello, Andy. You all right?
Yeah, you're on with me and the other one.
What other one?
The other Andrew.
Me.
Who's that?
Andrew.
Andy 06.
Andrew. I'll crash with someone else, have I?
No, I put you on because he won't go. Can't get rid of him.
Was he the last caller, was he?
Yeah.
He's still on. Oh.
He's been on for about an hour. That's right.
Yeah.
Not to worry. How are you, Keith?
Yeah, I'm fine, thanks. Not too bad.
What's
just sitting down near the cat on my lap.
Oh yeah, you got your nice pussy.
Yeah, I like into my pussy. Yeah.
Don't be rude, Andrew.
I caught a putty cat a tweeping up on me.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, just come back from Luton. Went to a stand over there. Bloody awful. There's hardly anyone there.
Oh no.
It's a useless stand, that is. They don't seem to be doing anything. They're not like St Albans or Bedford. I mean, they seem to be pulling their finger out, you know.
I suppose it's generally it's what's happening, though, isn't it? It's
I think it's because it's holiday season.
Yeah,
you've holiday.
Got the holidays. Yeah,
possibly, but personally, I think it's because people are scared to go out anymore.
Yeah.
At risk of being fined by the bloody useless toll roads who run the. Down there, it's the Bedfordshire and Hertfordshire police in Luton.
Yeah. You're not Andy. Who am I talking to?
You're talking to the other Andy.
Andy 06. I'm the other one.
06.
There's two Andys, is there?
Yeah, we like to confuse you, Keith.
Yeah, you do.
Not two Ronnies this time. We're a bit cheaper.
Yeah. You've heard of two Ronnies. Now this is the two Andrews.
Yeah. Two Andys for the price of one.
Yeah. Cheap at half the price.
Yeah.
Yes, so, I do have quite a girly laugh, I'm afraid.
You do. You have a very girly laugh. Yes, you're very effeminate.
Effeminate?
Effeminate, yeah.
I'm gay.
He is. Yeah. So Keith, what's for dinner?
I'll take Jackie. Don't mind your own business.
Mind your own business, Jackie.
Yeah, mind your own business. Well, what you got for dinner, Jackie?
Yeah, she got burgers.
Exactly, yeah, retaliate what you have.
No, she got burgers. She said it earlier.
Well, I'm just eating an apple at the moment.
Are you?
Yeah.
Do you know how many?
Yeah.
Do you know how many brands of apple there are?
Well, don't matter about 3 and 4. There's going to some of these more, aren't you?
96.
96 brands of apples, Kettle.
Yeah, there is. No, that's true. That is true. Don't you laugh.
This is a Raven apple. I'll tell you what about fresh fruit.
Yeah.
I always get it from in Harpenden. There's a place called Garrity's. They have a fresh fruit and vegetable every Friday morning.
Yeah.
It's homegrown. It's naturally grown. Not the rubbish you get in the supermarket.
Yeah.
I mean, well, I think they've been sprayed with chemicals and that. Not sure I told you this, but I get a cucumber from the supermarket. I think it was from, I don't know if it's Sainsbury's or Co-op. I think it might be in the Co-op. Put in the salad drawer in the fridge, and it goes mouldy. But if I get a cucumber from this fruit and veg market, it keeps.
Yeah.
So I reckon they're spraying chemicals on it, you know.
They probably are, because that's what they do, isn't it? I mean,
yeah, just to make it ripe, just make them riper, you know.
Yeah, and greener.
They use all them pesticide things on them, don't they?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Crop spraying. You know, we've got what's that other thing? Chemtrails.
Chemtrails. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's all badly designed, isn't it?
Badly designed.
Yeah, to bump you off.
Yeah, I don't think they're designing anything. They're just pissing people off anyway, aren't they?
I think there is.
They are. You know, sorry to use a swearer, but they are starting to piss people off. Like, why are we paying £1.50 for a cucumber?
Oh yeah.
Like, you know that.
I mean, they were like 30p at one
not
time,
a lot of money
they?
to some people, but it's a hell of a lot of money to me.
Yeah.
Well, this cucumber only cost me 75 pence.
Yeah, but even so, that's still a lot.
Well, I wish I lived where you live, mate, because it don't cost me 75 pence.
But I don't know, where do you go shopping then? Waitrose.
Waitrose would even let me in. No, I go.
That's the posh people's store, isn't it? Waitrose.
Oh yeah, that's for the very
and
posh.
M&S food.
M&S here, and that's posh as well.
Yeah, Waitrose.
And tastes exactly the same as food you could buy from any other supermarket, but because it's got M&S written on it, then you get where I'm coming from.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Hang on, guys.
It's all branded, isn't it? I mean,
Timmy says that cucumbers 59p in Asda.
2 cucumbers for 59p in Asda.
Yeah, cucumber is 59p. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. I haven't got an Asda near me. I think what the nearest one to me is Hatfield, but I don't really go to Hatfield. It's a bit of a dump.
Yeah, and also you've got to consider that if you're going to go on the bus, it'll cost you bus money.
Yeah.
So it's
I know.
probably not worth the effort.
Not really. No.
Well, not for something as innocuous as a cucumber, anyway. I mean, I know they've got the George clothing stuff, but
they don't sell cucumbers.
Which, by the way, if I could address a question to our collective, what do you think about single parents having to pay for their children's school uniforms? I don't think that's right.
No. Doesn't the school provide them?
Not anymore, no. They used to.
Yeah, we used to.
Back in my day.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know.
I know that they used to be subsidised heavily.
Yeah.
And I don't like the fact that you have to wear a certain colour or brand of a of a particular pair of trousers or a skirt. Right, you have to wear a particular type and brand of it. Some schools insist on that.
No. What parent can afford that and afford to put food on the table? Like,
wow, yeah.
Especially if you're from a working class background, you know, you want your child to do well, but you don't want them getting sent home for wearing the wrong clothes. Like, so it's kind of choices that people have to make. Like when they talk, I don't even know. Like,
yeah, it is difficult.
Do you think Liz Truss will be the next prime minister?
I bloody well hope not.
Oh God, no.
There's either her or Rishi Sunak, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't want either of them.
No, nor do I. No. You know what I've heard about Liz Truss? She's so dense that it like bends around her.
Oh, that's good. I like that. Oh, Keith, that's very funny.
That's classic. That's classic. If I was a stand-up comedian, I'd use that in my show.
Well, it's not my go. I heard it from someone else. I heard it from Chunky Mark on Artist Taxi Driver.
Oh, I follow him. The Artist Taxi Driver.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's a clued-up geezer, and he got one.
Yeah.
Well, he seems to be. I've never met the bloke, but yeah.
You want to think yourself lucky you haven't got to get Rishi Sunak coming to your town on Wednesday this next week to the Conservative Party clubhouse to meet people. So you don't think yourself lucky that we're not going to have him down here, because we have. We're not looking forward to it.
So what town's that?
It's going to the town near me, which is Warminster.
Warminster, I know. Yeah.
On Wednesday.
Yeah.
He's going to be down here for something. I don't know what.
I mean, it's called Warminster because he is basically a war minister himself. All you need to do is add an I.
Oh, very good. Well
a lowercase one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a warmonger.
A warmonger, yes. And did you hear that comment that he made about McDonald's? It was so pathetic. It just proves that he's a big liar. He
I didn't hear that. What did he say?
Well, allegedly he claimed that he took his two daughters regularly, twice a week or whatever, to McDonald's for a wrap. And apparently they haven't been doing this wrap for about 3 years.
Well, so he shot himself in the foot there. But...
yeah, he's a big liar.
Have you ever met a politician who wasn't a liar?
Well, no, exactly.
Well, Boris Johnson's the biggest liar. He's made an art form of it, hasn't he?
Oh yeah, he would have a A+ for that.
Yeah. That's right. There's a exam for lying. He'd be top of the class, wouldn't he?
Have you got to the point where everything that comes out their mouths, you just say that's a lie? Because I have.
Yeah.
I literally every day
can't trust anyone. Yeah.
I just think that's a lie. That's a lie. Whatever.
Some of them, though, tell bigger lies than other ones.
Yeah, but they still lie.
I mean, a lie is a lie. My late dad always taught me that being a liar is worse than being a murderer. I'm not sure I agree with him about that. But
there's only one issue about being a liar, and you have to remember what lies you've told.
I mean, we've all told the odd lie here and there. Sure. I mean, look, when
I never tell
years
lies.
ago when I was young and that it only lasted about 3 months or so, but I was dating this bird, and I'd overslept the night before. I was watching my Freddy Krueger DVD box set, and so I was running late, and what I had to do was type in noisy traffic sound on YouTube. And
I see.
say,
Yeah.
sorry, I'm stuck in traffic, darling. I'll be there as soon as possible.
Oh gosh, you liar.
Yeah, she bought it though. So. But that's a white lie. That's a harmless white lie.
Well,
I'll get there when I get there, you know.
there's no harm in telling the truth, though, is there? Let's face it. You know, why do people need to lie? All right, you know, consider why people lie. It's either to get away with something, or to scam something, or it's to let you down a lot easier. So if you're going to say, sorry, darling, I can't make it tonight, whereas, you know, you could just say, that's it, we're over. Yeah, which is better. I think it's, oh, sorry, darling, you know, we can't make it. Well, you know, that's a lot better than saying, oh, well, we've finished.
Well, I mean, have you ever met a person who has never told a lie?
I'm not saying people don't lie. I'm just saying, generally, why do people lie?
I don't agree with lying about serious things like, well, take our politicians, for example. Like, for example, the economy budget, or the children are getting a proper education in schools when they're
not.
Poverty-stricken parents can't even get them school uniforms, let alone. I think they've done away with free school meals now, haven't they? They are the nasty part of the Tories. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they are, yeah.
So what do you think, Keith, about lies? What do you think?
Yeah, well, white lie, I suppose you can get away with white lies, but when it's a serious lie, then no. If you lie to go to war, like Tony Blair did.
Yeah.
Don't get me started on that bastard.
Yeah.
Tony Blair.
A million Iraqi people died because of Tony Blair.
Yeah.
Well, allegedly, indirectly, we can't associate. His decisions were involved in that, but we can't say him himself did it. But he was involved in making that
want
decision.
blood on his hands, would he?
Oh yeah, he's got blood on his hand because he was the one in charge. You know,
no, I mean literal blood on his hands, not just metaphorical blood on his hands. But
he's obviously going to get justice at some point or other. They're all going to get held up for what they've done eventually.
Yeah, eventually. Yeah. It takes a long time, doesn't it? I mean, well, bloody Walker and all Blair, why is he still walking around?
Yeah,
you know,
why? And also Hancock as well. Why is he still walking around?
Oh,
yeah, true. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Midad Alam and all of that.
Mm.
And he's on about. Yeah, he was in the news yesterday, I think it was, again, like putting his beak in him on about something or other. I can't remember what he was on about, but you think, why is he still around? You know,
why is he not in prison? That's what I want to know.
Exactly.
If I went around molesting women, I'd very quickly find myself in handcuffs. But he's been literally photographed with his hand up a woman's skirt. Did she consent to it? Probably not. If she even was a woman, she looks very young to be an adult. But, do you know what I mean?
Oh, I see what you mean. I thought you were going to say he's a bloke. Sorry, I misunderstood.
Is there a photograph of him putting a...
I don't know. I've not seen that.
An actual photograph? No, I've not seen a photograph.
No, we can't see that.
Him putting his hand up a woman's skirt.
But he was snogging her, wasn't he?
Was he?
Yeah, he was photographed with a very bad photo. CCTV.
He was snogging her with his hand on her ass. And I'm assuming she was wearing quite skimpy underwear at the time. So technically, yes, he did have his hand up his skirt.
Ah, yeah.
Tony, what do you mean wants people to wear face nappies and take jib jabs? He doesn't deserve to be seen, that alone heard. I agree.
I mean, what woman would go a guy like Matt Hancock? I mean, got to be the charisma of an amoeba, isn't he? I mean,
yeah. But I think that, Keith, they're all the same, though, aren't they? They all think that they've not done anything wrong.
Yeah. No, they haven't. No.
They're walking around.
You say about you call her Teresa a cup of coffee.
Yeah, Teresa a cup of coffee.
She looks like a sack of potatoes. She does.
And she's a bitch when you hear what she says about disabled people. It's just wrong. I mean, I've heard her talking on TV program at one time. She's just so rude about disabled people.
Yeah, 100% Andy, right, man. She sees people like us as inferior to people like her, just because she's got a massive salary and we haven't.
And she's got a massive house as well. But hey,
I was going to say that, massive house.
Great minds.
She's away out partying, isn't she?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if she takes it up the arse?
Probably. I'll say if I was her husband, I wouldn't want to go anywhere near the.
How do you know she's married?
The frontal.
Come on, let's face it. Who's going to
marry
that?
She could be a lesbian for all I know.
I wouldn't even touch it with yours. That is rude, Doug. That is very rude. We'll be getting complaints. Yeah.
Someone complaining.
We'll be getting complaints because I'm rude about old coffee face.
Coffee face.
Yeah, Mr. Cup of Coffee. But you notice that she's been in that job for a long time now, basically because nobody else wants to do this job. So they've said, you stay there and do that job.
Well, I wouldn't want that job.
No, I would. I'd do that job, and I would totally change it. There wouldn't be any of this bullshit fucking assessment lark. All of that shit. That will be gone. I'd have a power.
What I don't understand, Andy, is why are assessments carried out by people who probably have absolutely zero in the way of medical training?
Yeah.
Why are they the ones carrying it out? Not qualified doctors.
Let's face it, we've all got a GP, right? Who obviously up until 2 years ago, most of the GPs knew us, right? Nowadays, I don't know who my GP is. I have no idea, but I've never seen them for 2 years. But before that, they knew you, right? They knew you quite well. They could make the assessment report. Why do they need to have somebody else?
That's what I'm saying. Look.
Yeah. So it's wrong. We just need to have the whole system changed. If they want a medical report, then the person that does it is your own GP.
Exactly. Yeah.
Do you want to know why? I'll tell you why they changed it.
I already know why, but carry on.
Go on then. You tell me why they've changed it from GPs.
To save themselves a little bit of money.
No, it doesn't save the money. What it does,
not the GPs. I'm on about the politicians.
Yeah, no, it doesn't save anything. It actually costs more that way to do it the way that they're doing it now. The main reason why they changed it to outside assessments is because the GPs are too sympathetic, and they were giving everybody the benefit. They were agreeing that they should have the benefit, so they were awarding their patients the benefit. And how do I know that? Well, they were doing it with income support. Everybody on income support was a GP referral, and every application was approved.
Okay.
So that was costing the government a lot of money, so they had to change it. So now, when they've got this outside assessment, they can just scam you and say, no, you don't get enough points. That's a fact.
I agree
It's fact.
to an extent. That there are some really nasty GPs out there, you know, jobs worth odds, but
yeah. But your own GP that knows you would more than likely give you a good report.
Clearly, you haven't met my GP. No, she probably would, to be honest.
I
Lovely
know that
woman.
because when I was a kid, I had my GP give me the report to claim DNA. And to be fair,
Yeah.
I think if it had been somebody else, I probably wouldn't have got it. But my GP felt that I should have it. So that was when I was a kid.
Hang on, let me reply to Jack. I am listening to you. Got to reply to Jack. Andrew, 6 people deserve to know how much some MPs gained in the scamdemic.
Oh, hello.
Well,
UK
yeah,
Super
I agree.
Rascal.
Can't you get a freedom of information request or whatever you call it? Like, to know that kind of stuff, I don't know.
Yeah, it's millions, billions. Have you heard of that, Keith? About why they changed from GPs? Have you heard that before?
Changed from GPs.
Yeah, to like the Atos system.
Oh God,
Atos. Well, that's been Atos. They've been going on for a while now, haven't they? They've.
I know.
I know. Yeah, they did all these assessments. Yeah.
Yeah, but do you know why they changed over? Do you know about that?
Sorry.
Do you know about that? When I was on about just now, that why they changed to Atos, something like that.
Maximus, I think you're on about. They replaced Atos.
Yeah, Maximus. They got the same phone number as Atos. I found out.
Have they?
Yeah, I can't remember what the number was now, but because they replaced Atos. They're doing all these assessments, you know, trying to kick sick and stable people their rightful benefits.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I mean, it was actually like proven that they're given targets to hit about how many people who clearly are not fit for work. They must find fit for work.
That's right.
Or risk, if not suspension, then just losing your job flat out. So, do you know what?
I know what you mean. Yeah, it's very true. That's right.
It wasn't true.
They're not doctors, are they? They're just bloody charlatans.
One I had was
got no medical background at all. Yeah.
Well, the one I had was a paramedic. Apparently,
the closest thing to being a doctor that they are is like changing the bog roll section in like an NHS hospital. That's as close to a real doctor as these people are. And I have to go in there every so many years and explain my complex, I'm not going to say mental health, because that's this new fashionable way of saying, I'm going to say mental illness. All right. I will openly admit I am paranoid schizophrenic. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? And I'm going in there getting assessed by someone who deals with back pain. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
ridiculous.
Yeah, you're right. And the one I had was a paramedic.
A paramedic?
Yeah. I mean, she was a paramedic.
Before she got offered a new job.
With loads of money, yeah, exactly. And probably bonuses for getting rid of people. But she wasn't very good at getting rid of people, because I think she'd only just started doing it. I think you could tell that she was fairly new.
So she still had a bit of a soul left.
Yeah, a bit of a soul and a bit of a conscience as well. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the word I meant. Actually, conscience, not soul.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
So they've
So
got no soul either, have they?
not really. No. You wonder. There are people like that who are quite happy to work for the DWP. It's amazing.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna have to leave now.
All right, Keith.
yeah, I'd best be off myself.
Yeah. Feed the cat.
Yeah. Say hello, Pussy.
Hello, Lenny. He's on my lap sleeping.
Hello, Lenny.
Bad old putty cat.
Bad old putty cat.
He's oblivious to what's going on.
Oh.
Bad old putty cat.
Never mind.
You hear that,
Guys.
Lenny?
All right,
Lovely
then.
chatting to you both.
Yep.
And
See,
hopefully,
Just hang up now.
hopefully
woke
do
up.
it another time very soon. Probably not on the travel channel, but certainly this one.
yeah.
Oh, Newcastle 1-1, Manchester City.
Feed the cat.
Yeah, feed the cat. Yeah.
All right, guys, I'm off.
He's got Felix as good as it looks.
Oh, great stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff. All right,
It's
then.
so good. It looks so nice. Even I'd use it. Well,
Yeah.
no, I wouldn't.
you would if you're desperate, aren't they? Yeah.
Yeah. That's right. Probably with these food shortages.
Yeah.
Probably have to eat food.
We have to eat it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that or bugs?
I've never eaten cat food, but I have eaten dog food in the past. Don't ask me
Right.
why
Oh,
I did that.
that's disgusting.
Mm.
I was hungry.
Oh,
I bet you were eat dog food.
you must be. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for calling in.
That's all right.
All right, Andy.
Cheers, buddy.
You both take care, yeah? And
Yeah.
we're going to
Yeah,
get through
yeah.
this, okay?
Yeah.
Cheers, then. Thank you.
All right,
Bye.
nice one.
Bye-bye.
See you, Andy.
Bye.
later.
Bye, Keith.
Bye then. Bye.
Bye. There we go. That's that. Good stuff. Lovely. Lovely, chubbly. So, that's true, Timmy. Yes, I do. See my video. Annie, right. Newcastle 1, Manchester City 1. Anybody watching football? Hey! Hey, Timmy!
Hello there. How are you?
Okay, lovely to hear from you.
That's good.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm fine.
good. Fantastic.
Yeah.
So, Sunday
I'm happy
afternoon,
with my flat the way it is now.
you're happy with your flat?
Yep, the way it is now, yeah.
Oh, good. And you've got
Well,
your
I've got
new
a brand new
TV,
table,
new table.
TV, brand new TV,
Yep.
brand new cabinet for it to sit on, the TV.
Lovely. TV cabinet, yeah.
Yep, and a new freezer.
A new fridge freezer. So you're doing very well then, Tim, aren't you?
And a new bed I've got as well.
A new bed as well. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I had no choice but to replace it.
Why's that?
Well, the other one collapsed.
Oh, you've been bouncing up and down too much.
No, the wheels underneath broke.
Oh, that's not good.
And also, top part of it, that wooden bit underneath, decided to break.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so
So you got a new
that's
bed.
goodbye to that. Yeah.
New bed. New bed.
Yep, so I've got a stronger bed now. A nice wooden one.
A reinforced
Strong
bed.
Yeah, that's about the 5th bed I've had.
Oh, God.
Since I've been in this flat.
You need to stop bouncing up and down. That's what it is.
No, I think it's something to do with the floor, actually.
Yeah.
But some part of this building isn't as level as it should be.
Oh, I see. Right.
Where somebody cut corners when they tried to rebuild the place.
I think I remember you saying about that.
Yeah. You know, that's what happens when you cut corners. And if you let your surveyors and that poke things about down in the shop below and everything and pull things off, like plaster and stuff, it weakens the building.
Yeah.
What do you expect?
Timmy says about your carpets. You something about carpets? Was it they were a bit wet last time?
Yeah, they were. Yeah.
How are they now?
Dried out, as luck would have it.
Oh, that's good.
That's because of my new fridge. Well, the old fridge.
Yes, your old
which isn't mine, so I couldn't get rid of it even if I wanted to.
Oh, what did you do with it then? How did you get rid of it?
Just put it back in its corner where it was.
Yeah.
And just have it as part of the fixtures.
Oh.
Apart from one, it's just a dummy. It don't do nothing.
Oh, that's not much good.
Yeah.
Can't you get the Scrappy to come?
Well, if and when, but not being funny, why should I pay out of my pocket?
Well, yeah, there is that. See,
it belongs to the owners of the property.
Yeah, what you should have done was what I do is I order when I order a new fridge, I order with take away the old one.
Yeah.
So they come and take your old one away and give you a new one.
Yeah.
That's what I normally do.
There's one I've got. It's quite nice.
Who is it made by?
Mate, it's supposed to be Russell Hobbs.
Oh, Russell Hobbs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree with what you were talking about earlier.
Oh, yeah. What was that?
Oh, to do with this so-called government stupid idea of what I call farming out.
Yeah.
The disability thing.
Assessments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should never have done that.
Now, I think that what I was saying was actually it's true. It is the reason why they did it was to try and get less applications because the doctors themselves were putting everybody through. So anybody who was claiming income support, they were putting them through and saying that they need it, and of course they had to pay it because that's no good because it was costing them loads of money.
I can remember the days because my dad had to go through it before he was finally accepted.
Yeah.
He had to go and see a group of doctors.
Yeah.
In his place, and each doctor would take their assessment from you, you know, check you over with their utensil tools they use.
Yeah.
Then send you to the next one and so on. And then they'd say, right, we'll let you know, blah, blah, blah. Within about a month, they'd say whether you've got it or not, whether you can have early retirement or not.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Those were the good old days when they did things properly and with qualified doctors.
Yeah.
Not bringing half-cut doctors that don't know what they're flipping doing.
I've got. I'm just going to interrupt you a moment, Tim. I'm just going to put. We've got John, who's come on live on the video, so we're going to see if we can put him on live and see. Can you hear John? John.
Yeah. Can you hear me? Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I can hear everybody.
It works.
Yeah. And I've got no headphones on. Look, no
wow, no headphones. Wow.
Yeah.
So Tim, John,
Blind.
John, Tim.
How do you
Hello,
do,
John.
Jim? Hello, Jim.
Yeah, Tim's on the phone. Tim's on the phone there.
Yeah, I know. I've been watching for a while I've been trying to set this up.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm going to try something else different tonight. You see my workbench behind me?
Yeah.
Later on, with your permission, I'll switch to my bench cam.
Ooh, bench cam. Wow. That sounds
I've got
exciting.
my bench cam plugged into the...
It does sound exciting.
Yeah.
Well, it's nothing really. I'm just playing. What I'm doing is I've built myself a mains power supply. You'll laugh at the safety measures I've taken because it runs off the mains. You'll laugh at them. Promise you will laugh.
I will laugh. I will definitely laugh.
What I'm testing is, you see these light strips?
Yeah.
I'm testing the LEDs in them so that they are showing equal amounts of light when they first come on at a very low level.
Yeah.
That's what I'll show you later on. Anyway, but yeah, I saw your thing about the government not wanting to answer any questions.
Yes. Did you hear that, Tim? DWP, they refused to put out some reports about various subjects, and basically it's things like how many people they've killed and things like that. They will not put these reports out.
Well, they should be forced to.
Yeah.
It should be a law that forces them to do it.
Yeah.
Because they should have that on their consciences, how many people they've, disabled people and pensioners as well.
Yeah.
Who they've killed over the years, all because of the Tories from these stupid policies.
Well, I reckon in 12 years it's now 250,000 people.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a lot of people in 12 years.
And because of your video, Andy, because of your video, I looked into seeing if I was eligible for PIP, seeing as I've got Parkinson's.
Yeah.
And apparently now there's been a change to the PIP as well. You are no longer means tested.
Oh wow!
So
that's good. I'm going to bring on Anglo-Saxon in a minute onto the phone. So we've got Tim, we've got Anglo-Saxon. Hello.
I just thought of something to ring you about, and it's just slipped up my mind.
Oh no! So
PIP's
you're here.
Never been means tested.
What is?
I said PIP has never been means tested.
PIP
you can earn £1 million and still claim PIP.
Oh yeah. Sorry, yes, you're right.
Well, when I went for PIP, I was told I couldn't have it because I wasn't ill. And there I was standing there with the very early signs of Parkinson's. Yeah.
You probably weren't ill enough. That's what it was.
Yeah. It's tested on your issues, but it's not means tested. Means your financial situation.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Right. So if you've got too much money, then you don't get it. But PIP is not like
PIP.
that. Yeah, I know. I'm going to say PIP is not like that because Tony, what's his face? Tony, no, what's his name? David Cameron. He had it, didn't he, for his son?
Yeah. Also, the current benefits, ESA and PIP, were originally an idea of Labour, and the Conservative Party just carried on with what Labour had instigated.
Yeah.
They are not a Conservative policy.
No, they're not. No, you're
right.
No.
So,
Labour, believe it or not, do you know where the idea for the NHS originally come from?
That was Labour, wasn't it?
No.
Conservatives?
It was a Conservative idea.
Oh,
but
right.
Labour implemented it.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I've learned something new today.
Yeah, so have I. Wow.
What I was going to say,
Yeah.
The Labour Party, if you put it into a search engine, the Labour Party are on the verge of bankruptcy, which would make it very interesting if they did go bankrupt.
Yeah.
And also, Extinction Rebellion are on about starting a party. So that's going to split the, shall we say, the left-leaning vote dramatically, because there'll be all these different parties to vote for. It's just nonsense. Oh, Newcastle 2, Manchester 1. Oh, dear.
But isn't that just going to water it down and make it easier for Conservatives to win?
Yeah, but what about...
Yeah, that's essentially what it'll do. But one thing I do like about Labour's proposition, now whether they're going to make it into a manifesto commitment or not, is the implementation of proportional representation.
Yeah.
That'll really mess things up.
It will. Yeah.
Yeah, the trouble is
Never mind, anyway. I'm going. I'll talk to you later.
Okay. Cheers.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah.
Right.
Say hello, John.
Has he gone?
Gone. Yeah, Anglo-Saxon's gone.
Okay.
So we've still got Tim. We've got Tim and and we say hello to Wayne. Hello, Wayne.
Hello, Wayne.
Hello, Wayne.
Hello, Wayne. Yeah. So, what were we talking about then? I forgot.
Basically, I don't think there's any difference between the Labour Party and the Conservative Party. They're just another wing of the Conservative Party, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think you're right on that one. If you go back in history,
yeah,
they were a split from the original. What you call it? The original Tories.
Yeah.
Going way back to Victorian times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I've got that correct, that is.
Because originally it was Conservatives or Liberals.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it. Yep. I did get it right then.
Liberals, yeah.
See, they got to back their ideas up if they want to get back in.
They'll never get back in, Tim.
Well, I'll never vote Labour again, ever. And I'll never vote Conservative.
So, yeah. That's,
there's only...
The question is, who do you vote for? Well, we've got to somehow stop these blooming Tories from getting a big majority or stop them from getting in altogether. The question is, how do we do it?
You've got the English Democrat Party, which I'm...
Yeah, there are a lot of smaller parties, I know, but they don't get anywhere, do they?
Yeah, as I say, you've got the English Democrat Party. You've got this the new party that Nigel Farage has started. So, you know.
That's a flop. Isn't it? That went flop.
Yeah, you got Wayne says there is George Galloway, the Workers' Party.
Yeah.
How about the Right to Work Union?
How about the Andy Wright? Right. How about that? We could have that one.
Or what about the Tin Monk Party?
You've got enough time.
All those that want things right in this country, join my party.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry, John.
Yeah, I was going to say the only thing at this moment in time, you've got enough time to start your own political party before the elections and get it registered.
Yeah, you could do. Yeah, you could. A lot of people have done that. I know, because there's quite a load of people that I know that about like the Heritage Party. That's a fairly recent addition.
Yeah. Yeah.
They tend to be very area based. They're like London area and things like that.
Yeah.
Not much good for me down here.
Well, that London's tied up with Zeke. What's his name? Zeke Ican or whatever it is. He's got London zipped up, hasn't he?
I think he's going to be in trouble this time round because there's a lot of people who want to get London mayor. Oh, hello, Mr. Alfie Bob. Mr. Alfie Bob. Trevor Harrison, hello.
Hello.
Trevor. He's a super chat person. Thank you, Trevor. Yeah. He's supporting the channel on super chats. I am back. Well done, mate.
I've forgotten to switch over the comments. Hang on. I'm just trying to get my mouse to work.
By the time we had a working class MP. Yeah, never happened.
Right, I might be able to see the comments now.
Ah. Yeah, because Jackie was on about that earlier. Can you see the comment? Can you see the chat?
About time we had a working class MP, but it will never happen.
Never happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want someone that's come from the background that we've had. You know, from the poor, the middle class, the working class, who knows what it's been like and what it's like to live that way.
Yeah.
Having to fight to make ends meet.
That's
right.
right.
What we need.
That's correct, David. They've lost 100,000 members, the Labour Party. 100,000 members. That's a lot of people to lose.
Yeah. As I say,
Trevor.
That's the trouble. There's no longer two parties with opposite opinions.
No, there isn't.
No. Or what opinions they've got or what agendas they've got are their own. They're not interested. They're not interested in the people or making the people want to get the country great again.
Well, the problem is, I wake up every day and I think, well, everything that comes out their mouth is a lie, for cigars, and nothing that they do is for us. It's always for them.
Yeah. Yeah, they got their own agendas, and once they get there, they're just there to look after themselves. And if you don't like what their agenda is, tough.
Correct. Yeah, it's quite bad, really. It's quite shocking, I think, because all these years I've been on this planet and I've never seen this happen before. It's all in the last 2 years.
Yeah, well,
it's quite scary, really.
I don't think they paid much attention at school, by the sounds of it. They went to private schools. They obviously didn't pay attention or teach them what the real world's like.
That's correct, Jackie.
Yeah.
They forget.
They live in their own little clouds.
Lining their own pockets.
Yeah. I bet they've never had a day where they've had a look round, what am I going to eat today?
I bet they've not. I bet they've said, oh, I've run out of caviar. I bet pop down to Waitrose. Yeah.
Or better still.
Or Jeeves, how's the cheese and onion crisp going?
Like the old fish and chips used to be the poor man's lunch.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, Lee. Lee Wilcox. What's the difference between the BBC and the SNP? The BBC has to account for every penny it's spent.
The BBC accounts department is run by a BBC executive. So he's going to put everything possible he can to write off as tax.
Yeah, he would do. And probably put a few quid in his pocket as well. Allegedly.
Yeah, that Wayne 90079. The utility was that the ultra rich.
Yeah.
It's not just the poor. The ultra. What you think? What do you call ultra rich? What do you mean by ultra rich? Billionaires? To
Anybody
the planet.
got money. Yeah.
The planet. This planet to them is a toy.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't get it because they've got to live on this planet. I don't understand. I can't get my head around why. I just find it ludicrous. They've got to live here. Where are they going to live if they destroy the planet?
Yeah, what makes me laugh is even if they were born with a silver spoon, right? Their parents or grandparents or great-grandparents or go back in history slaughtered people to get the riches.
Yeah, that's right. If you look back,
yep,
it's horrendous.
Yeah.
Yeah. John, what's for dinner?
What's what, sorry?
What's for dinner?
What's for dinner? I haven't got a clue. I bet my peas are already.
Oh, my God. Yeah. That's very true, Lee. The lawful now. The TV comedy programs on TV are absolutely woke. They really are terrible. I mean, like, whose line is it and all of that. I mean, they're just a waste of time. Yeah.
No, I just read that one. Comedy sucks to be woke. No, woke sucks to be comedy.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. Wow. It's a lot of people running the country who are not even elected.
Yeah, they just got more money and more clout, and
I wish I had money.
And they own the media networks, all the media. They tell them what to print. If you don't print, if somebody working there doesn't do what they tell them to do, you're out on your ear. You've got no job.
Yeah.
So it's all sucking up to the boss, all of it, sucking up to the boss.
Yeah.
And saying, blow you, Jack, I'm all right.
Yeah. Very true. You all right, Tim? You're very quiet.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Still here.
Yeah, I'm just listening. I agree with everything you're talking about.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah.
But what can we do about it? What can we actually do about it?
Well, that's a very good question.
Because if you don't vote for somebody, it's a wasted vote. And that means that's what they want you to do, to not vote or vote for them. But I want
the problem is I see it that we're coming about it from a different angle. We need to forget the current system that we've got because it's biased against people, right? It's in their favour, as you say, John. They if you don't vote, they don't care, right? If you do vote, they don't care. Either way, it's a system to keep people quiet. That is it. We need to do away with it. We need to get rid of it altogether.
Yeah.
I need to change the voting system.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, get rid of
You know,
this.
do away with it first past the post last.
Yeah, that's rubbish.
Yeah.
That's rubbish. That's like that'd be me going to a bingo match and saying, right, I've already got a full house, bingo, and somebody else is waiting on, waiting on 3 numbers or something, and me shouting bingo too early.
That's it.
Totally wrong. But
I think also we need to get rid of all of these corrupt, lying people in charge who think they're in charge. We need to get rid of a lot of them.
Yeah. Did you see the thing about Rishi talking about telling all the civil servants they're going to be have to reapply for their jobs?
Oh gosh. He's an idiot.
That's one of his policies, or what he's talking about.
Yeah, exactly. Bye, Lee. Take care, Lee.
Bye.
Yeah, Lee's off. No problem.
Yep, I'm still here.
You're still here. Tim's still here. John's still here. I'm just about here.
Yeah. As I say, the other thing is, what do you replace it with? I mean, you look at Wales has got their own national assembly. Scotland's got their own government assembly. Ireland's got its own government assembly. The English ain't got nothing.
Problem is that the Wales and Scotland, they just made 2 petty dictators. That's all they've done. They haven't really done anything. They've just made them 2 in charge of the country that they can just do what they like.
Yeah. But the English have got no say in it because the British, it's a British government, not an English government.
Yeah.
You know. But as I say, it's just you. What can you do about it? You know, me, I couldn't run as a politician. Definitely not.
Well, it's you couldn't run in this particular setup. Put it that way, because it's too biased.
Yeah.
Biased against you.
Yeah.
At the moment,
and the
we
trouble
all
is,
need to wake up, get real, realise that these people are not doing us any favours, and that they're lying. Everything they say, everything out their mouth is a lie, and we need to get them, arrest them.
Yeah.
They need to be put in prison.
Yeah.
Does that include Bojo?
It definitely includes Bojo. Absolutely.
Yeah, because one minute he was saying basically vote for me and I'll do this, I'll do that, and then he did nothing.
Of course, he's a clown.
Yeah.
Hey guys, we've got Mr. Alfie Bob. Mr. Alfie Bob's waiting. Hello, Mr. Alfie Bob.
Hello.
As a former MP, I thought I'd have me say.
As a former MP. So, Mr. Alfie Bob, you got Tim on the phone. Tim on the phone and John.
Yes.
In the video.
Yes, I saw John and I heard Tim.
Yes. I'm just checking.
No, no need to check on me. Oh, no.
Yeah,
no,
I'm
no.
still here.
No, I was reading an interesting article on the internet only a few days ago. It was concerning countries in general that was suffering from political unrest concerning what's the word I'm looking for? God, can't think of the bloody word now. Corruption and various other aspects that upset the population continuously, high rising prices, etc., etc. And this guy had been studying in America. He's some statistical expert for several years, and he came across this formula that if the peoples of any country wish to overtake their government, all it would require to successfully achieve that aim is that 25% of the population of that country need to march in the streets to put their views forward.
Yeah.
And the formula that he created proved using examples and how the population rose up against the government and finally toppled them. But unfortunately, their actions, as which happened in Egypt, led to many deaths. So his formula would basically guarantee that peaceful marches would achieve this. No demanding change.
We've got Alfie. We've got a slight problem with the internet at the moment. We didn't get half of that.
We got the gist of it, but we didn't get it all
We
because
didn't
it
get-
kept breaking up.
We were breaking up, mate. I'm just wondering if it's because I've got somebody else on the phone line.
Oh, cut me off then.
Anglo-Saxon.
I don't think it's because there's two of us. Or three or four of us
I
on
don't
the phone.
think it is.
I'm reading what it says there. The Egyptians don't like Alfie. I don't think.
I agree about the English Parliament. I used to be an English Democrat myself.
Right.
And I think they need to abolish the House of Lords and put it somewhere else and use the upper chamber as an English Parliament and reduce the number of UK MPs dramatically and then devolve all affairs for England to the English Parliament, all the affairs for the country to the UK Parliament. And, you know, I'm not going to say it'll solve the problems, but it'll certainly make the field fairer.
Yeah.
Let's just say that. Because English have no voice. The English are voiceless.
Yeah.
And I used to be an organizer for Leicestershire for the English Democrats, but to be honest, you might be convinced of the message, but it's convincing other people of that message as well.
Yeah.
And you might think your ideas are good, and we all think all our ideas are good, but it's convincing other people that your message is something they want to hear. So what you've got to present is a message that people want to hear. And that's the only way you get voted in. And that's how the Lib Lad Con have been getting voted in for the last 50 years or so.
Yeah, we know that from Boris, don't we? When he was like, "Oh, I'm going to get this done. I'm going to get it done. Vote for me. I'll get it done."
Well, to be honest with Boris, his problem was that Theresa May, had already signed off an agreement, and he had to handle as best he could with what she'd already agreed to.
Yeah.
Boris couldn't do anything because May had already agreed to it, the May bot.
Yeah.
So I don't blame him for everything. But what I do say is he did very well with his things on the coronavirus. However, a country as Sweden, I think it is, didn't do any lockdowns, just carried on as normal, and their death rates have been broadly similar to ours. And we've got more deaths from lockdowns and other issues than we've actually had from the virus.
Yeah.
And I ain't had no pricks, and I ain't going to have any pricks either.
Yeah. That's it. That's good. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm with you on that one. I've had no jabs. I don't want them. Don't need them.
Guys, we need to be aware not to mention too much about that because of YouTube. YouTube doesn't like it.
Still whinging about that.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Well, it's a personal choice not to have a prick, and if you don't want that, you don't. I'm not getting into the ethics of it because I don't want your channel to be banned or anything.
It's just better not to talk about it at all because then it doesn't cause any issues. Because you don't know what they're on about with the YouTube censorship. They just find fault with everything. That's why I don't bother saying anything about it anymore.
Yeah.
That's the problem, isn't it? If you're not allowed through fear to speak your mind, you'll never get anything changed, will you?
Well, yeah, there is that, I think.
In general, people in general are so frightened of losing what little they have. They don't feel the need to protest against it.
Yeah.
They've got to get off the backsides and use the voices. But people are so compliant and complicit.
So what made me laugh was the analogy.
Someone said to me once.
What made me laugh was the analogy. Get off your backside and use your voice.
Yeah. All right, John. Anglo.
Are they talking
Anglo-Saxon? Okay, go ahead.
Right, I said basically the
Anglo-Saxon.
analogy Alfie made was basically they got to get off their backsides and voice their opinions. And to me, everybody is sitting on their backsides, stifling their backsides.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So.
And what I said was that free speech is free as long as you say what the government approve what you can say.
Yes. Bing, 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 bing. Exactly.
Everyone laugh at the funny joke. Ha ha!
Yes, exactly. Very, very appropriate.
Very crowded anyway. I'll disappear again. Bye.
All right, no problem. Cheers. That's Anglo-Saxon. That's gone. So we've still got Tim, we've still got Alfie, and we've still got John.
Yeah. I'm just reading the comments.
Yes. But you're right, it's free speech. There isn't any. The problem is that people accusing people of misinformation are the ones that are doing the misinformation, which is like, what? And people can't see that.
No.
That's the problem.
Yeah, totally agree with that. Yeah. So.
Yeah. And they're legislating to stop you from using alleged misinformation. They're legislating for it, but it's them that are doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is a bit of a moot point, isn't it? I mean, yes, I know misinformation exists, but just because someone is dishing out this misinformation, who is to say that it's not correct, not true? Only those that think opposite to what the topic is in conversation or discussion. You'll get one half of a country agreeing and the other half not agreeing. And the ones that don't agree will automatically say, this is not true, it's bullshit, it's misinformation. And the other half say, no, it's accurate. The figures and facts show this. Wake up. Yeah. So you'll never be able to differentiate which is fact and which is fiction. And this is what makes life so difficult in trying to decide which path to take. Who do you believe? And it doesn't matter if you're a professor of this, that, or the other, or a doctorate in this, that, or the other. Just because you disagree with something and you use your academic knowledge and skills to prove that point, it does not necessarily mean that that point is correct. But so many people believe an expert, in brackets, than they do the basic man on the street. That 9 times out of 10, the basic man on the street knows far more about these things than all these academics put together, because they live in an entirely different universe. You know, it's okay having factual information in your head and being intelligent, but if you allow that to continually rule your life and thoughts, well, that's all you're going to be able to talk about. You know, I'm an academic. I trained for God knows how many years. I know what I'm saying is right. You're wrong. You're just a pleb. And this is the problem with the likes of the internet. You know, YouTube have their rules for various reasons, mainly advertising revenue. If their advertising revenue was guaranteed, they wouldn't give a toss what you spoke about. And it's the same as governments. They're more interested in revenue than doing what the right thing is. And you're just going to have to put up with it because no one can change it.
And now they're trying to hide the figures.
Well, this is it. Yeah, I watched Andy's vlog. You know, they should be held accountable. They're a ruling government, ruling that country on the behalf of Great Britain, and yet they're allowed to not print the facts and figures, which the people are entitled to see. It's the people that voted them in eventually into these positions. You know, and even with the public outcry, I doubt very much you will ever get the truth.
No.
You know, you only have to look at American politics to see how easy it is to corrupt a whole nation. You know, and the UK isn't much different. But I do disagree. You have got freedom of strict speech in the UK because you can get on a soapbox anywhere you want and speak your mind. There are certain countries, not going to mention one, that would automatically see you in a prison for 5 to 20 years just for having a public opinion on a politician. You know, you haven't got that in the UK. You know.
No, we are lucky in that respect.
No,
Robot Alfie.
Yeah, Alfie's disappeared again.
He's breaking up again. God's come a long way. He's come all the way from Egypt. Come on.
Yeah. As I say, that's because of some.
I don't wake up again.
I missed that.
Yeah, I missed it. I didn't get it as well.
As you know, I have broken up once this year. I do not want to do it again.
Okay, very good.
Private joke, John.
Yeah, I understand that, but I don't understand the joke.
Yeah. All right. So he's gone and come back.
I don't know who's the causes of this buffeting. Mine's showing full internet on my phone, full signal.
It could be anything out there. It could be anything because it's coming to me. It's coming to me and then going out again.
Yeah.
Could be anywhere.
Do you think I'm being interfered with?
You should be so lucky, mate. You should be so lucky.
Yeah.
On my phone, that alarm on my phone was to tell me I've got 10 minutes to come and join your show. You
well, we're on
instead of 6.
We're on at 4 o'clock, mate. It's 4 o'clock till 6.
4 till 6.
Yeah, on a Sunday.
Yeah.
It's 6 o'clock on Wednesday.
6 till 7
That's what
on
it is.
Wednesday,
Yeah.
4 till
7 o'clock here now.
Yeah. 4 till 6 UK time. Sunday and 6 till 8 Wednesday.
Yeah, right, okay. I'll have to change my adverts I've been putting out for you then.
Is that why we're not getting anybody coming?
Yeah, well, I put your show down to today's adverts I put out for you. All tell them that you start at 6 o'clock.
Oh no, they'll be coming in a minute then.
Yeah.
We'll be saying hello, goodbye.
Yeah.
Time for dinner. Bye bye.
Like little boo boo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a boo boo.
It's because I'm new.
You're new. Yeah.
It's a technical hitch. It wasn't me, sir.
Yeah. No, I just thought you put your shows out at the same time but different days.
No, don't be silly. That's too easy. We want people to think.
Yeah.
Well, got to think about it.
This person didn't think.
See, there is a lot of logic in that.
Yeah.
But then, to be fair, John, it's 2 different channels.
Yeah.
It's what?
2 different channels.
2 different. Oh yeah, no, I know that. It took me a while to get talking really or really talking.
Yeah. Are you with us, Alfie?
Yeah, the screens keep blacking out and little whirly wheels coming on.
No. So you have got a problem then. Is it your phone or is it the internet itself?
It's the internet.
I'll go and have a look. But as I say, the phone shows full signal, and I should have 5 lights on me internet, but they've been screwing about with the power for the last 3 days. It's fluctuating from 5 bars down to 3. I should be on continuous 5 bars. Yeah, so it is mine.
Yeah.
Crap orange.
Not to worry, not to worry.
No.
Are you what do they call it? My brain's gone dead. Oh.
John, do you want to do your little camera change just before we
can
do the show?
If it works, I'll change the camera over and I'll set it up first so you can see and what have you. Basically, I am set up there. I'm not there. That's fair enough. Right. Let's see if I can change the camera without. Come on. Where are you? Where's my mouse button gone? Leave studio settings. Here we go. I should be able to click settings. Click on camera. Change over the camera. Change that one. And there.
Boom. There you go. Look at that.
Magic.
Should be in my workbench.
Wow, that's your workbench.
And basically, can you see this? You can see a light moving in.
Yeah.
That's a mains box. Can you see it? Where is it? Oh, hang on. I'm gonna That's right. So I'll just orientate myself because it's a little picture I'm looking at. Seems to be more over that way. Let me angle the camera a bit. That's better. There. This thing in my hand here is a mains. It connects me to the mains, but doesn't come on till I shut the lid. Right. So the milk bottle is my safety measure for me. Right. Because under there is a mains transformer. I'll bring this forward just a smidge. That's it. Right. Under there's a mains transformer. Behind that, why can't I find my pointer? No, not that one. Insulated one. That is a fuse behind there.
Yeah.
And basically, when I switch on, my milk bottle goes over. I put my milk bottle over the top. That means I can't touch the live side of the transformer. So I can switch on like that, and as you can see, it's come on. But the LEDs, I don't know if you can see that. If you watch, where's my finger? There. There's the LEDs, right, down the bottom there. I can't push it any further back. And I adjust the, see the LEDs just coming on? Right, see it just coming on? Well, basically, these LEDs all light up pretty evenly on low voltage, right? So they're going to be pretty even. They're running at 7 volts at the moment. I'm going to push 11 volts. Now there's 12 volts, and they're running pretty evenly. I'll turn them back now because they're a bit blinding, but that shows me they light up evenly. But some of to turn it full off, disconnect that. These strips that I'm using, or trying to use, these strips, I don't know if it's going to show it, but that goes to the negative.
Don't give up your day jobs. Gary.
Right. Take a second just to do this. Right. There you go. Now if I turn the power up very slowly, these don't come on till about 8 or 9 volts. There you go, just coming on. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Now, can you see that there's the LEDs are very, very uneven in their brightness.
Yeah.
And basically it tells me that as you can see, the LEDs are, it's not a very good strip. So when you
is that thick white cable supposed to be smoking? Is that a special effect?
He's practicing for lung cancer. But that's what I test when I buy them to make sure they work properly. But like this, where they're not lighting up evenly and everything like that, I'll go back to the supplier and he'll give me a partial refund. And I'm just going to change my camera back over.
Yeah, change camera. So I've lost Tim. Tim's gone.
Oh, wrong one. Come on.
He's probably dropped dead with boredom. Sorry about that. Man. Couldn't resist.
There you go.
Gary, give us a call if you want, mate. Give us a call.
Yeah.
You've got one.
Basically, that's what I've been doing today is testing and playing with them and the power supply, the mains power supply. I better turn it off. Hang on.
Yeah, turn it off. You might blow yourself up.
No, the milk bottle's to stop me touching the fuse on the back and it goes to the mains. Because it's totally homemade.
Yeah.
But Yeah, it's just a tester for testing them.
Have you got insurance?
Pardon?
Have you got insurance?
For me?
Yeah.
No, it ran out.
Oh.
No, I've had plenty of electric shocks. Being in the band and being on stage, grabbing hold of the microphone and
live mic.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember them.
The ground coming off of the reverb unit. The mics go through and
I remember them.
holding onto the guitar with one hand and the mic with the other and let go of it. Managed to. Then they said they tested it. No, that's all right. I went up to it and a spark jumped from the mic to my lips.
Ouch. Ouch. Yeah. Painful.
So yeah, I've had a good few zaps in my time. And that wasn't anything to do with our equipment. It turned out it was the sockets on the stage that had been wired wrong.
Oh my gosh.
You know, and they didn't have the auto trip cut out sockets. So we complained to their management and told them point blank, if they don't change them, we're complaining to the licensing people to give them their license for having entertainment. And if they don't give, they changed. The next time we went back to do a gig, all their electrics have been changed, all been upgraded.
Surprised that they don't do pat testing. Do they do any?
Not for private entertainment.
Oh,
you know, not they have public liability, right, for the public. The band is not classed as public.
Oh,
because you're there working for the club or whatever, so you're not public. So I basically took out my own. Originally, I took out my own Public Liability Act for doing open events and doing stuff like that, and just in case somebody tripped over a wire or something like that, so they'd be covered in some kind of way or form, because a lot of the clubs and that just don't understand about what public liability is and employee liability is. They're two totally different things that you have to address. But anyway, enough of my rubbish.
Yeah, well, that's very interesting.
6 years ago, my next door neighbour was an electrician, and a new coffee house was being created in the same street as I live in, and he had the job to take a line off from the mains into the new fuse box for the coffee house. But the silly bastard was standing in a flooded floor. Well, as soon as he joined the two components together, he was an instant kebab.
Oh no!
And there's no insurance or anything. There's what? Sorry.
He did not remove the grid fuse. Every house has a grid fuse.
Honestly, there's a main switch box outside every property. It it kills the electricity.
Yeah.
But he left it open. This is how clever the tradesmen are here, and did a live connection to the new fuse box. Well, as soon as he touched it with his other hand, pop, he'd gone within a microsecond. But I'm forever checking the electrics in this property, because the amount of mild shocks you get plugging something in, it'll spark at the back. Or we'd only moved in here roughly 2 months, and I smelt the fishy smell. So I opened the apartment door and went to the front door where all the fuse boxes are, and 2 of them was on fire. They'd made a right balls up of the connection. Twice the cable into the to the swimming pool pumps and heater have been totally destroyed. Cables melting and the fuse boxes catching fire.
Yes, it's like my house is an old 1920s house, and the electricity feed doesn't come from out on the road. It comes from next door.
Yeah.
Right? So the property next door, they put one feed in and fed two properties, yeah? And the cable that they use to feed, to spur off to my house, is only 4 mil. So when I found out that, I was about to fit a 9 kilowatt shower. And obviously 4 mil and 9 kilowatts don't go together. They just, that cable would have just caught
in
fire.
Egypt, they do not have
I'm just about to get
an
shouted
earthing,
at dinner.
earthing system.
Yeah.
So nothing is earthed.
No. But you can put your own grounding system in, you know that.
Oh yeah, I know. I could ground it myself. But the problem is you're trying to do it through 6 inch steel reinforced concrete base. You know, and it's such a difficult job. It's just a case of being cautious and careful every time you plug something in. But it's always at the back of your mind, like the gas cookers. Everybody's on gas cookers, and every gas cooker has electrics connected to it for the sparker or the clock, blah blah blah. You cannot connect it to the electric. If you do, I mean, say if you're handling a pot or anything, your hands are a bit wet, and you touch the cooker, bang, you get a shock off it.
Oh, yeah. What you can buy is battery spark initiators. They run off of like a couple of AA batteries, and they will ignite your gas.
I use a box of matches.
You can do away with the mains ones altogether.
Yeah. And this is another problem. I mean, so you've got a pan of potatoes on a gas ring, and as I say, I use now the extra long matches, which fortunately are cheaper. You know, the 6 inch long ones. Because as soon as you turn that gas on, bang, you get this explosion of bloody gas under the pot. And the amount of times I've had to correct the shape of my beard is nobody's business. So a friend told me about these extra long ones, so you can, like at lighting a firework, stand clear. But you come to accept it, and it just becomes a joke, to be honest with you. But bulbs, God's truth. You put a bulb in here, and, you know, you're paying top whack for it. They're supposed to be quality bulbs, and bang, it'll explode. But that will blow every fuse in the box, just that one bulb.
Are they?
So you've got to try every fuse to see which one it is. There's that many fuse switches in my box. You know, it's Hobson's choice which one you're going to try.
So are you still using wire fuses?
Yes. Yeah. On the ACs, the the water heaters. They're not exactly wires. They're like a copper strip that does what a fuse does, but instead of a fuse just clicking in, this copper strip is actually slotted in to the unit.
I've got reels and reels and reels of 15 amp fuse wire.
Yeah.
There's 200 meters of fuse wire on here. Well, I bought them as stock back in in the 1970s, and I was selling fuse wire by the meter, and I got hold of them really cheap.
Yeah.
But you know, Yeah,
We have got a good electrical shop here. No doubt you can buy it there. But, I must be honest with you, I do all my own electrics. I mean, I always did them in the UK, being in the construction, until the rules changed that you could only do your first fix. You couldn't do your second fix. So I am au fait with electrical work and gas work and water work. So I'm able to do the job myself and be satisfied that it's as safe as anybody else can do it.
Yeah. In other words, the soapy bubbly water.
Hidden behind the walls, you know.
Yeah. The soapy water bubble check.
Yeah. Oh, I always do. It may sound stupid. I've got 2 electrical testers. I always use both on the same job, just in case one's faulty. You know, I don't take any chances with electric, but I've had plenty of bangs. Only one serious one when I had to change one of the water pumps for the swimming pool. God knows how they managed it, but they'd bypassed the fuse box. What's the point of having a fuse box? So it was still live and stuck my screwdriver on. God, it was a difficult job trying to get it detached from the hand. Did I sing and dance in the bloody pump house? You know.
Yeah.
I still wonder today why an electrician would bypass the fuse box to the pump house when that's what that fuse box is there for. The 2 pumps, the heater unit.
So if he bypassed the fuse box, where was he getting the power from?
The power. Yeah, the line came through, but instead of breaking off from the fuse and then being extended to whatever it was powering, the cable just bypassed the fuse box at the back of it. So it was a live continuous connection from the main fuse box to the unit.
Bloody hell.
So, which I've corrected now. I put my own fuse on. It's been perfect ever since.
That seems to be the way, doesn't it, in foreign countries? I mean,
they're so haphazard here. You would not believe the statistics of electricians that's died on the job.
Yeah.
And I mean with the electrical screwdriver, not the job. No.
Yeah.
God, you know, when these people are born and it's a lad, the father and mother look at the baby and say, right, get a paintbrush out, put it in the cot. So when you grow up, you're going to be a painter man or a plumber man or an electrician man or a joiner man. There's no college or university training.
Mm.
You know, they self-trained by watching other people do it. There's no qualifications whatsoever, and yet they have a college here. Yeah, you can get a degree in electrical work or gas fitting or joinery, whatever, but because it costs money, the people just can't afford it. You know, so they become an electrician or become a joiner.
That's how it used to be back. That's how it used to be back here in the up till about the mid-80s, and then they brought in all the what was it? Not the regulations. The regulations were already there, but to be qualified, to be a qualified electrician, you had to be. I'm trying to think what approval it was.
You had to get.
But
you had to get
before that,
certificated,
again,
didn't you?
To be an electrician, you just you could just turn around.
Well,
and say,
the biggest problem I had, I went to college for 4.5 years, trained for my trade, my profession, right? And then when I left Pilks after 13 years and started my own business up, as a builder. I was doing well. I really was. Reputation, I didn't have to advertise. I made a damn good living of it. And then all of a sudden, the government decided to put these training schemes out. Was it work experience?
Yeah.
Something like that. You could go to college basically for 6 weeks and walk out the door a fully qualified electrician, sort of.
Yeah.
And especially in the building trade for bricklayers, which is my trade, it killed it. Suddenly, every year there were hundreds and hundreds of new bricklayers in the area that were calling themselves professional builders, and because they given the documents to prove that they were, but they trained for 6 weeks. I trained for 4.5 years.
Yeah.
So when I was giving realistic and good value for job quotes, I was being undercut on every job I priced for by these idiots. And then I started getting phone calls a couple of months later. Hey, can you please come and have a look at this work? You know, and I'd turn up and it was done by one of these trainees, and it was an absolute abortion of a job. And they wanted me to take it down and rebuild it for next to nothing. Because they'd already paid for it once. They wasn't going to pay for it twice. And that's why I decided one day, I spoke to the wife, I said, that's it, alas, I've finished. We're going to go into the restaurant business. And then eventually I went into property. I just left it, and it was a job I loved doing. But they killed it. Stupid bloody government giving out these bloody free tickets to rip people off.
Yeah.
You know, and then notably, the regulations in building control did change for the better. You know, you really had to do a good professional job to get a pass to the next stage. So eventually weeded out all these freeloading bar stewards, and they just disappeared. But, well, you know, the damage had been done.
The way what I done, because I was a builder also, what I done to get round the plumbing rubbish that the government put out, I built a boiler, and then had it pressure tested by a government place. It passed with flying colours. I'm now a boiler maker. That killed everything to do with plumbing, because I'm a boiler maker. There's nothing they could do. Then I spent 4 years in college for electronics. I'm now an IEEE qualified and registered electronics engineer. So that means household stuff is about 7 levels below me. And but at the moment, I'm not up to date with the 18th edition. That's the only thing I can say is I'm not up to date with the 18th edition of electricity. But I'm retired. I'm like yourself. I'm retired now, so I don't see why I should bother.
Yeah, it came to the point that even I could not keep up with the change, or the constant changes in regulations.
Yes.
Most of them I agreed with and said, yeah, that's good. Well, quite a few I said, what the hell did they change that for? It didn't need changing. Why change something that's not broken?
Because somebody didn't understand. Because somebody didn't understand what the regulation was and how it worked. So they said, right, let's try rewriting that again.
Yeah. And they don't understand the nature of the profession.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
You get these guys in building control offices. They may be au fait A, B, or C, but not everything. But a general builder that's doing it every day, year after year after year, does understand everything and the implications and what will cause stress and load and breakage and slump. But these guys don't. Well, make it a bit easy. We'll change that regulation, which makes the job more difficult, more time consuming, consume, and at the end of the day, more costly for the customer, who is continuously griping anyway about the cost of a job. You know, they don't understand you've got to make a living, you know.
Yeah.
But I was sorry and glad to get out of the building trade, to be honest with you.
Okay. So
it was just...
The reason I had to take 2 seconds to disappear was because in my front garden, I've got a blackberry bush, and there was about 10 kids nicking all the blackberries.
Yeah, big baseball bat, you'll be right.
And the wife wasn't shouting at me for a change.
Oh, right. Okay, you're lucky then. But anyway,
I'd
guys,
bought a machine gun.
We're going to wrap it up. We're well over.
Okay.
Good chatting to you
Catch you
again.
Yeah. Catch you on the next one.
Yeah, on the next one.
See you all. Yeah. Bye.
Coming up. Cheers, mate. That's lovely.
Initiating
Well done.
shutdown sequence.
It's time for me to go. Brothers and girls, thank you for staying there right to the end. A few of you have already gone, but that's okay. That's fine. We'll catch you next time. So we're back here on Sunday, 4 p.m. and back here on Wednesday, Andy Wright Travel. Wednesday at 6. Have a very good evening. Thank you, everybody, for taking part. Thank you for all the phone calls. And don't forget, we're here. And you can watch the videos, please. Thumbs up, like and share. And tell your friends. Have a very good evening. Bye for now.
Harry, are we ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Then let's do it. All hands, initiate shutdown sequence.
Now, come along, you two. Say goodbye to the fishes. Goodbye, Tish. Goodbye, Tosh. We have to stop now, but Andy Pandy's coming again soon. Goodbye, children.
Andy.